All right, some things to know, and then a forecast here. This is a weird forecast. All right, normally storms are going to engage the United States on the west coast of the United States, generally Pacific Northwest. The track that they would follow would be northwest down to the Gulf and then up the East Coast. The Gulf is significant in this storm track because it's going to add fuel to the storm. It's going to add moisture and some temperature energy to the storm, and that's going to fuel some big storm development. We're not seeing that right now. We're seeing all gas storms just cutting across the northern portion of the United States. The jet stream will change. This is a short-lived thing, but right now that's the track. So this storm, as it exists over Montana and North and South Dakota's Great Band, is going to cut right across the United States. It's going to pick up some moisture off of these lakes. It's moving fast, so it's not even going to have much time to, it's just a quick visit over the lakes, dump some snow on New York, and be out to sea before we know it. So we're going to focus on the things that we can kind of tell about the storm to make a forecast. We're going to ignore the things that are weird about this. To start, when we look at the 1 to 3 day totals here, we are looking at getting, almost, from 0.5 to about an inch in some areas of total precipitation in New York, and that's significant. Half an inch to an inch of rain precipitation can add up to a lot of snow rather quickly. Also, if we just kind of take a look at the temperature maps, it is currently below freezing in the Northeast, and there's this really cold air scooting in behind this storm. So we're dealing with like cold stacking on cold here. So, you know, I think I think what I think what we should expect with this storm is I think we should expect this storm to kind of bump up and ride in under some of this air that we have in the Northeast right now. I think we're dealing with like a cold stacking on cold kind of thing here, which is generally going to be like light fluffy snow. I've been seeing 3 to 5. I want to up that a little bit, like 4 to 6. I want to go more than that, but I don't feel comfortable. There's no source of moisture. I mean, even if I kind of go down to precip and just look, let's get into Saturday. See if we can get east and west of the Great Lakes. I'm sure we can. Yeah, okay, here's to the west of we're only looking at like an inch of snow to the west of the Great Lakes, and you watch, it's going to pick up snow off the Great Lakes. Let's go Saturday night. Yeah, there we go. To the west of the Great Lakes now, or to the east of the Great Lakes now, sorry. 3 to 4 inches of snow. So this whole storm, the moisture in the storm is getting fueled off the Great Lakes and the moisture that currently exists in the atmosphere. There's no major source of moisture for this. There's no huge radar footprint to begin with. I think a lot of people are thinking this is going to be a huge storm. I'm not seeing it on the radar. I'm not seeing it in the pressure maps. I'm definitely not seeing any kind of real massive storm development. You probably want to keep your eye on it. The last storm did develop a lot in the last 12 hours before it hit us. But these storms are just straight lining right now, right to us, not jumping down to the Gulf, not picking up the fuel that they need, not picking up the moisture that they need. I think the story of this storm is going to be light and fluffy snow that hits us Saturday night. I don't know, 4 to 6 inches of snow, and probably light and fluffy snow, followed by, sorry to say it, but followed by, this air is heading our way. So a couple days of this air, this really cold and dry air after this storm.